In this very unusual box, today we're checking out a model they released about 2 years ago, and I really wanted to get it as soon as this one was announced. The original retail price was $200, so a bit too much for me. I waited out a couple years, and as always, patience pays off. Recently grabbed this one off of eBay for around $50, so I'm super excited to show it to you now. And we're gonna check out some of the details inside this amazing looking box. Hey guys, welcome back to a Kicks Business channel. Today we're looking at the Reebok Insta Pump Fury, part of the Power Rangers Villain Pack they released 2 years ago. And if you've been with my channel for a while, you know that I have another model from that pack, and that was the Low Kamikaze 2. And this one was part of that pack as well. This is the Rita Repulsa's inspired Insta Pump Fury with this beautiful box that I showed you at the beginning. And this shoe has a lot of awesome details, which I really liked on pictures when I saw it back in 2022. And as mentioned, the original retail price at $200 plus tax was a bit too much for me, so I held back a little bit. And normally I wouldn't even hold back unless there was something that I really count on this shoe having. And probably some of you already know what I'm going to say is this over here. No graphite, we have only a TPU, and this is my biggest gripe on some of these retros and some of these collaborations. The company will actually use amazing materials on top. They're going to use all kinds of mixtures, crazy designs, which I always like, because this shoe is really one of the most futuristic, if not still the most futuristic shoe in the last 30 years, created by any brand. You guys know how I stand on the design of Insta Pump Fury. It's top 3 of all-time favorite models of mine. Number 1 among all the runners ever created by any company. This shoe has so much going for it, from the decoupled midsole to the graphite back in the day, to the hexalite visible on both back and lateral side and bottom, to the exo pump system with no laces. The design of Mr. Stephen F. Smith was timeless, incredible, and still today is considered one of the most futuristic shoes out there. But anyway, whenever I see TPU over here instead of a graphite, it really puts me in a bad mood. And you guys heard me many times before, whenever I see something like this, I voice it all the time, because details matter, details are important. Now with the collaborations here and the different packs, they put some more premium and high quality materials on the upper. You guys are gonna see them on the close-ups, and maybe that's why they're compensating on skimping on some of the details like the graphite, and we get this kind of a checkerboard graphite looking TPU, which is not really the real deal. The rest of the shoe, awesome. I think the material mixture on the upper, we have this sort of a canvas plus synthetic leather plus these wonderful graphics all throughout the upper, including the pump system, including the exo pump. Everything ties together incredibly well, and that little kind of a blue material that it's on top of the proverbial tone underneath the pump system also looks great. We have on the heel one of the best details, and my favorite detail over here is the real pony hair that it's on the heel. This is absolutely genuine. It looks great, and I used to have these super awesome dress shoes that were in this kind of style pony hair, which were amazing, but this is exactly what reminds me of. And if we look inside the shoe, these are produced in April of 21, again released in 22. The insole is Ortholite, not Reebok Athletics, but Ortholite is great. I'll take Ortholite in front of the run-of-the-mill. Awesome graphics on top of the insoles, just like all the other ones part of the pack. Pump system works as expected on both shoes, and this is one of the greatest things about Insta Pump Fury. A lot of people are complaining about the other shoes, the only zones, the twilight zones, that the pump is not functioning as supposed to. But if you pick yourself up a Insta Pump Fury, this extra system works just like it did back in the day, minus the Insta. Obviously you cannot use the Insta inflator here with this one, but at least it's fully functional when it comes to putting the shoe tight around your foot and really mimicking the effect of the laces. If you want to run in them, I would not recommend it these days with the retros, but back in the day that was considered a performance runner, and I absolutely loved it. Again, awesome details, pull tabs here. We have the hieroglyphics on both shoes, they're different, and lots of detail. Like what's going on for this shoe is all the detail, the uniqueness, and going on with this unusual box, which is kind of a pain to store if you have a lot of boxes with sneakers around your room. But this sectagonal box is just incredible, and it looks like something unique. And again, grabbing these 2 years later for around $50 compared to 200 plus tax back in the day, definitely worth waiting if you wanted to grab one of those. Now is the time. I think they can be found on eBay. Various different sellers have them on a very low price. Inner liner on the back of the heel is very nice as well. It kind of mimics scales of a reptile. I really like as well. And overall, the textures, the mixture of materials, and the overall design of this shoe is incredible. I really like what they've done with the upper. Pretty much everything is a huge plus for me. Yeah, there are no genuine materials, but you know what? The original Insta Pump Fury didn't have genuine materials either, so I'm not really offended by that. The only problem that I see, and I always voice, is the lack of graphite. Instead, there's TPU. The color kind of ties with the upper graphic, but still, I would have preferred to have the classic black and white checkerboarding of the graphite, which is carbon fiber. Now on feet, you're gonna see them. They fit just like any other Insta Pump Fury. To me, they're pretty comfortable. To me, on feet, they always bring the memory of me wanting to have one of those back in the day and never having it, because it was the most expensive shoe that Reebok produced at the time, at least where I lived in Europe. Those of you that remember, I mentioned that before, Reebok used to have this pyramid display on their stores, and right on top of the pyramid where it says Planet Reebok was the Insta Pump Fury. Other models were placed below, but this was the epiphany. This was the top of the pyramid, and it was the most expensive. Obviously, not too many kids could afford that, and those handful of ones they wore this model were very well known around the town that I lived. In the town I lived, it's 500,000 town population, so you can imagine how rare these shoes were. But yeah, long story short, I really like it. Absolutely love that I was able to grab it on this low price. And adding it to the collection really make me super happy. I'm a sucker for these kind of collaborations, packs and stuff like that, and a lot of details that the company brings into the culture. Really love that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos coming very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.